QR code for people to be able to, hop on and then basically answer both the user side or the farmer side. More or less, it'll probably be more user based since I won't have too many farmer vendors. So it'll just be how much fruit and produce do you use? How much do you usually spend? Would you use an app? Those different type of questions, real easy. And then really relatively no charge to the event. Just basically having people be able to, see what that the app is going to kind of bring, and then also a kind of fun engagement with the community kind of thing. So
I think the whole engagement with the community aspect is probably a big key.
Yeah, because
for building out your project in particular.
Yeah, so I think that might be something that I could possibly like kind of rinse and repeat, and then collect interested customer data, get email, stuff like that. And then now once the app actually comes out, I can be able to be like, and then especially too, leading into, funding or any pitches that I end up going to, I can be like, hey, I've been doing these events. People are interested. I have farmers that are here. We're just creating an app to do this. So
I got started on the scope doc.
Yeah.
I haven't cleaned it up. I just have a V1 of it.
Okay.
But I can share it since that's where I'm at. I've been working on like 3 different things, and I'm kind of scattered today.
Bro, I'm the exact same way. I had one meeting for one thing. I had to leave another meeting for another thing. We're here meeting about another thing, and then we're gonna go at NFT. You going to NFT Central tonight?
Yeah, I don't feel like I can, but I also really want to. It's like their 2-year anniversary. It's gonna be fun. I deserve it. We deserve it. I'm just
I had the same feeling. I was like, bro, like, am I gonna go? Because like now I'm like, you see, obviously, shout out to the Chiefs. We got the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting here. I'm like, do I want to go to the parade tomorrow, knowing everything I have to do over these next days, bro? Because you go to the parade, it's a wash for the day. I don't care who you are. The moment you go to the parade, you're gonna be locked in the whole time. You probably won't be able to use your phone because there's gonna be so many people down there. You won't use your stuff until well after the fact, and then you're gonna come home. You're not gonna want to do any work. So it's basically a wash if you go to the parade.
No, I know. So last year it was terrible and awesome because like it was right here and I could go, but I had meetings that conflicted.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat this year. We'll see.
But it's probably gonna go down to a coin flip at like 12 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Now I might wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what? Let's flip another coin. Damn it.
Right. Well, if it goes your way, if the coin flip goes your way, then it's already like it's a done deal,
Bro, but my thing is, I'm just thinking, just the whole process, because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to drive down there. That's dead. I don't want to take an Uber. So it's like, okay, do I drive to some location where they take the bus down there? Now I have to wait for that bus to take me back. Bro, I've already been to 2. I sound like a terrible Chiefs fan.
Right, complaining about this shit.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? But yeah, man, go ahead and show the doc and stuff like that.
Oh no, we're good. I was just like reordering stuff because it kind of works out better this way. Classic ChatGPT. I was gonna show you. This is what I've been doing today. I'm supposed to be working on data stuff, but I was like, the Playhouse website was looking pretty rough.
That's dope.
And so I needed to revamp it.
Dope.
So I took some inspiration from what we've been up to. I'm like still working on it, but I put our TV appearances on here so we look a little more legit.
Yeah.
This doesn't make us look super legit.
But that's just placeholders for right now, though.
Yeah. But this is live, so I need to get it done at some point. Yeah. But then we've got, our latest press, and then I got a little call out here. And then yeah. So
shoot, we can possibly put ChatGPT, Yumi and ChatGPT on there too. Isn't it? That'd be Playhouse content too, right?
Oh yeah. So I've got so basically it took me I don't know how many hours to add our video press in here. So we've got basically this press section. And basically I had these like 1, 2, 3, and then there was like 2 more. Maybe it was just these 3 articles, like Casey SourceLink, StartLink, Tech Venture. Those were the only 3 up on the website. But we like had a PR agency for a couple months in 2022 that helped us get on TV and get in like a bunch of articles and stuff. So I've been sitting on all of this like press content that I spent money on.
Yeah.
So, it's like I was going through a backlog to upload it. Basically, so I just got started. This has been on my to-do list for like months.
Yeah.
And basically Yumi and ChatGPT is one of the things I also want to add here, but I need to make one of these cards for it, basically.
Yeah.
And so I was just trying to finish what I started more than anything. And so I added the podcasts and the videos today, and then I added one of the texts because we also won the hackathon. So I thought, hey, that was recent. I'll add that one. But I didn't go back and add there's a couple hundred like other text articles, and I'm gonna save that for some other time.
Yeah.
But I've got my legacy content, Culture Whore on OpenSea's Army Main Street, but I was gonna add Yumi and ChatGPT up here above the Playhouse newsletter.
Yeah.
And then I've also gonna be starting it's called Heart and Soul. And it'll be like this video I did called GM Heartland, but it's gonna both be like text articles and like daily videos that I post. And then we've been doing like a Twitter radio space for a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna also post those links. Also, do you want to be on one of those? And
yeah, shit, let me know, bro.
I'd love to interview you and just basically talk your perspective on NFTs, the market, what you're watching.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Like I said, just let me know. You already know me, man. We do this every Tuesday, Justin. Just let me know.
Cool. I mean, would Friday maybe work?
This Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should work. What time?
Whatever works for you, but think in the afternoon.
Think afternoon should work.
Mid-morning, afternoon, somewhere around there.
This Friday. Yeah, that should work.
Cool. I'll follow up. But yeah, dope. Yeah, so I want to put Yumi and ChatGPT on here, but I need to make one of these card things. Yeah. And also I need to send you the card thing because you're gonna be in it and make sure it looks good for you. Okay. And then but yeah, then I can have it basically up here. And that is 100% a part of my game plan. I was also in the middle of fixing these titles because I did them differently and I needed to replace them. Also, I haven't written one of our investor updates since my birthday, so I probably need to write another one.
So. I see it. I see the ads on the sides too.
Yeah, look. AdSense. Oh, no, wrong one. This is kind of cool. This is probably worth just showing because people don't probably know how to do this. You don't make a lot of money. This is what 3 months of I've gotten 630 people on the website in 3 months. Granted, I'm not paying to get people there, so I've made a free, $2.50. But I've only made 9 cents of it in the last month. So it really comes down to how much traffic you can get there and if people click on your ads.
And I think
so having more and better content certainly helps. The most comparable content to what Yumi and ChatGPT would look like is this.
Yeah.
So when you go to it, basically there's some text content that exists and then the video that's embedded. But then, I would probably be able to get a text download of the Yumi and ChatGPT transcript. and then I should be able to use one of those transcript cleanup to note-taking tools, or at least build my own chat bot to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can get our own little content cleanup out of it.
Hell yeah.
I don't like this ad placement over the more content, though.
Do you get to choose where it goes, or does it just go where it goes?
You can kind of control it. So,
see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the stuff that when people say, "Oh, why does it cost so much to help with my website? It should just be putting up the website and just." This is all the shit that people like Connor have to go through to deal with each. This is just for one website, ladies and gentlemen. This is one.
Yeah, and just to know.
Yes, like look at all the things he had to change. He had to edit. He had like, it's crazy. You can't do this by yourself. Like, especially if you're trying to run a business, it's similar to the same problem that I realized with the farmers. If you're a t-shirt business, you make candles, you make video, whatever you do, you have to have somebody specifically for marketing and advertising and digital ads and all those other things, because there's no way you can be good at, you can't be a subject matter expert and then know this stuff at the same time too. There's no way.
I mean, there's a lot of subject matter expertise you have to pick up. That's for sure.
Exactly, which we know how long it takes to get to that level. So, I mean, that every day I see, like I said, when I come on here, that's why, like, I personally like seeing the back end stuff, because a lot of times people get caught up in, oh my god, it's $50,000. I was listening to the thing about Adobe Commerce or something.
Yeah.
Dude, there was like, it's like $20,000 for the year or something like that or something. I was like, bro, like, I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, but they're hosting, they're doing all your stuff. I'm like, makes sense.
Dude, seriously. It looks like we could potentially like clean it up and exclude some areas, but it gets really custom and finicky.
Yeah.
And there's probably not a ton of guarantee that you can make it work.
Mm.
Also, one of the things I was planning on doing, speaking of, and this is another back end thing, depth expertise. I don't just build websites; I build them so that I can do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could potentially set up an ad campaign to grow the Yumi and ChatGPT show following.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. You can't grow your stuff just with, oh, I'm just going to post on social media. Nope.
Nope, everything's pay to play these days.
Mm-mm-mm.
Cool. So fix it.
But I think that would be a great sessions, that if you just came up there and just talked to people about just social media or whatever you think you're doing on your own, is not cutting it.
Seriously.
Like most, I would say that most people that are in small business right now think that I don't need to pay anybody because it's spending money on something that I don't see the value on. Well, you're spending your time building something that nobody's going to see, basically, or 3% of your following may see. At most, I think it's what, like 3 to 6% of your followers see your stuff, something like that.
Yeah, something ridiculously small like that.
Like what? So it's like Kim Kardashian maybe gets what? I think she has like 300 million followers or some crazy number like that. So maybe
something crazy, seriously.
So basically what you're saying is only 3 million of those 300 million people see her post every time.
I think so.
Roughly. On a really good post, basically. That's crazy to think, dog. Like,
but she has you also think they can, sweet, I can do YouTube subscribes.
Oh.
Let me, can I change what this one's, yeah.
So it lets you go into the whole, oh man.
Cool. So, all right. So basically, we're gonna do a. Yeah, I think we're good. Cool. So we're gonna set up a campaign basically to get more subscribers on our channel, so more people will be notified and be able to watch the show. And then we're gonna use the campaigns itself, or the video itself, the past videos themselves as the campaign tactics, basically. If that makes sense.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
All right. And yeah, this would probably be cool to put on at Keystone if it makes sense sometime, like you were saying.
Hell yeah, because like I said, most people think, because most people just don't. I think most people just want to be ignorant to the fact, but they know it's way more complex than just putting your stuff on social media or having a website. Like, those are the old tactics that worked when the internet first came out. Now, everybody has a website. Everybody's using Google. What's going to differentiate you on that YouTube, Google search, or whatever it may be? And that's, the whole SEOs and, pay-per-clicks and campaigns. And as you said, you got to pay to play now. If you want to be in a big business, you got to pay to play. That's it.
Cool.
Shoot, I'm excited for the project to mess with Jarvis today, so we can put together some stuff for this the tour stuff.
Oh yeah, we can do lots of stuff. So
yeah.
Okay. Next brand. Oh no, it's PMAX title. You, me. All right. You show how more or less easy it is to do this.
Oh yeah, and they also announced where the Royal Stadium is going to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to put it down in the Crossroads.
Oh sweet.
Yeah, I was like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah,
so they're gonna look to vote on it, and figure out where it's gonna be. Basically, so that's gonna be some wild stuff too. Oh shit.
There aren't there like a few spots they've been suggesting near downtown?
Yeah, like there, I think the Kansas City Star building, I think that's where they're planning on building. Is like they're gonna take down the Kansas City Star building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
that's okay.
We'll see. I don't know. Then again, if we're going by the progress of the potholes, I wouldn't get my hopes up. For sure. Let me see. Because oh snap, you can choose YouTube.
Oh, for this? Yeah. Okay, so what do we think our best videos are? So for context, here we are.
Ooh.
We get to choose 5 for the ad, by the way.
Choose 5. Well, I think that since we definitely probably want to have one with Victoria on there, because that was our first guest, so that way people can be like, oh, okay, that's how it would work.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's one.
I'm trying to think. Which one? I'm trying to see views. I'm trying to think. Which one did we do? Which one did we do the whole storyline where we like came up with the crazy? I can't remember I don't remember how we came up with it. But we like started going down like this rabbit hole of like creating this storyline, and something led to one thing. I can't remember what it was.
Let's see. Small business.
That was energy. I remember that one.
I'm seeing if we Because I feel like we did it at the end of one of them. Okay, nope, it's not that one.
But that might be a good one to put on there because it looked like we were pretty.
This one? Okay.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty good. Because for these 5 ones, well, I think that the ones that we kind of obviously, maybe one like this where we're kind of just talking like this, we just want to kind of see how people are, because a lot of people are probably gonna be like, you mean ChatGPT? They're gonna want to see the 2 of us and then ChatGPT. So just basically using the episodes where we use ChatGPT the most. And then you can probably just go through and scroll through and see what other ones we mess with ChatGPT the most.
The link address. Wonder if it's because we have too long of a video already.
So maybe it can only be short form content, or what?
That might be what it is. We might have to limit it to just one. No, I don't know what that is.
Gotta love tech.
Nope. Okay, we're not trying to create a video. Let's leave that, and then we're saving it, which is dope. We're gonna refresh the page. We're gonna just go to, I don't know. This one was when we were building your website at one point in time. Yeah. So this is the one where we built your website live.
That's cool. I think that was a good one.
Cool.
Because I know there was I remember there was the one. Oh, what about the one? There was also the one that we did where we messed with my NFT images. Remember?
Yes. Which one was that?
I know it was one of our early ones because there was one where we were messing with Printful and all those other things. That was a good one because we basically you literally were showing how you could put it into Adobe, add the backgrounds, and I was literally like a little kid, like, holy shit! Like it was my first time seeing it, so I know for people they'll be like, for somebody that's on here to be acting like this is like, I wonder how I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see.
I'm gonna do that and then remove that and then we'll cancel, and then this is the one where we did that. Cool. Let's see if it'll save this time. Why? Why are some of these available but some of these not?
Hating on progress, man.
Let's see if I go watch this on YouTube. Open this one up. Oh, if I do this, maybe it's because it had the live. Yeah, it's because it was the live video link, not this.
Got
it.
Look at the difference. That's like the difference between trying to when you try to send a wallet address and you're missing one letter. That's how it feels.
It's so frustrating, dude, that this is what they get you on. Like the little stuff like that. Okay, so we did. This is the one with the products. This is the one with your website. This is the one with Victoria.
Because that way it gives a wide range of what you can see on the episodes and stuff like that.
Yeah, what was this one? Maybe this was the one where we did it. Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah. Because that one, we was like, holy shit, this shit is getting crazy.
It's getting so good. All right. Usually you need to do like 5 of them, but 4 is going to be fine because they're all like however long they are.
Yeah.
And I'm going to edit these. We don't need to use all of these logos because most people won't recognize them. So we'll just do that.
Yep.
And then so it's gonna be like you, me, and ChatGPT. And then so they have their own AI built in, right?
Yeah.
So like this, it's fine. It's really not that great. Cool. All right.
You know what? This just made me realize. So somebody had posted on like Google. And now it makes sense because I was like, damn, they're doing big things. But they posted on Google that there was like when you typed in a certain thing, they were one of the first things that came up.
Yeah.
In my head, naturally thinking the old ways, I was like, damn, that's big time for them to be on the first page. But now I'm realizing essentially you can basically pay to come up according to certain terms. I'm just like, I feel like such an idiot.
Oh, 100%. This is exactly how they do it. And this is what I'm like really good at is buying these terms for real cheap.
Bro, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, what? Like literally I'm watching the background of like how you get to the top of a Google search. Like,
oh yeah, it's all pay to play now.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different ball game right now, bro. And like I said, that's why most people, again, you may not be watching this now, but every day I get on here, I get lessons taught to me, and the lesson is I need to get more money because, like you said, it's paid to play. It's not about having a good product; it's about having enough money to get your product in front of the right people. And if you have even a shitty product, if enough people see it, you'll make enough money from buying it.
All right. Basically, we need screenshots and stuff from this, but I might just do like, well, I've got a generative one. Let's see what comes up. Want to use Google's AI ad tools? Let's see how good they are.
Just say you, me, and ChatGPT, or a artificial intelligence, or I don't know how to prompt it.
Let's just see what it comes up with.
And that would be perfect because then now it's like we use AI to generate this image, and that's what we got.
Okay, so ChatGPT was an issue. So
sounds like competition.
Yeah, you, me, and an AI assistant with a brand name we can't reference. Let's see what it gives us.
It's gonna give us like an AI Voldemort.
Yeah, so there we go. We got our UV ChatGPT
hanging in the back.
It works.
Hey.
Wish. All right, so let's try another one. We'll save it and try for more. Okay, so Jarvis, the AI powered advisor.
and two human
and his 2 human sidekicks.
Yeah, sidekicks. There we go. Because basically we're AI sidekicks at this point. We're their organic sidekicks.
100%. I can't do Jarvis. So Jeeves. Nope, still Jeeves. We'll call it J-name. J name, the A. It's crazy how sensitive it is to brand terms. I get it, but nope, still doesn't work.
What if you just put AI-powered advisor and his 2 human psychics?
Let's find out. Oh.
And what's Google's? Isn't Google's AI called Gemini or whatever?
I think it is now. It was called Bard at one point. What are we doing wrong here?
Oh, it's faces, children. What? Bro, what kind of I ain't gonna lie, so far the UI has been terrible.
Right? Oh, we got something.
There we go.
These ads are terrible at this point, so.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see what's on the website. Nothing to stock. Oh, free stock images. Maybe we search for some stuff here.
Yeah, because Google's image creator is hot garbage.
We're just gonna use these generic images for now because it kind of still shows us what the ads look like.
Yeah. Dope.
Basically, the call to action for all of these things is for them to subscribe.
Bet.
Okay, so cool. Gotta love ads, right?
I know, right? Literally everywhere.
I have to add more later or something. And then descriptions. Maybe it'll have one for me. Yeah, we're just gonna go with what it fills in here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have it call to action subscribe. All right. What signals do we give it? Let's see, BitBoy maybe. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana,
OpenAI. Can we put them?
3 OpenAI. That's a good one.
ChatGPT, I guess too.
ChatGPT. Midjourney.
WordPress,
yeah, might as well.
Marketing, advertising.
Yeah.
Small business.
But you want to try to concentrate this as much as possible.
True. Kansas City.
Yeah, sure.
Or Kansas City small business. You could do that.
Yeah. I mean, the concentrating here would be topics, and so Kansas City is making it broader. So, like, we've got like technology systems kind of is a theme that's brewing here.
Okay.
Which is good. It just needs a place to start.
Yeah.
So. Do we have any? What's Adobe's called? Firefly.
Oh yeah.
Jarvis. Copilot. Any more AI tool names though? Gemini.
Okay,
that you said earlier.
Yeah, Gemini.
Bard.
I think that's I know. That I could think of.
Cool. I'll throw crypto in there too.
Jeez. Yeah, bro. I see why you guys got to get paid the way you guys get paid. Look at all this stuff you got to go into for each.
Right, just to set this up. Okay, we'll start this up with like a $10 a day budget because I probably can't afford more than that.
Shit, hey, I would have put it at 5 if I don't give a damn.
Well, if you don't set it enough, you're throwing good money after bad.
True.
That makes sense. Here it is. I'm like walking around in circles looking for a phone. Ask for a passkey.
Bro, I hate with that.
Oh, it says you don't have passkeys available. More ways to verify. Just send me a freaking. Just me. I'm the problem. It's me. You think she'll be at the parade tomorrow?
T Swift?
Yeah.
Apparently, word on the street is that she has obligations in Singapore, but we'll see. Because I tell you that if she's there, that's at least another 100,000 people probably.
Right.
Could have added Taylor Swift in there too for one of the keywords.
Oh, that'd be a funny one. All right. I need to make sure there's no other errors. It was giving me an error.
Asset group.
Yeah. Who will publish this campaign and get me out of here? Cool. Now it'll take a couple days to set it up. Now I have a couple of other campaigns running that I do not want to have running. Or I'll at least drop this one to $5 a day. Cool. I haven't had campaigns on in a while, so that'll be nice.
Dope.
All right. But yeah, now we've got a campaign running to grow subscribers for Yumi and ChatGPT.
Let's go. Let's go. The moves to 1 million starts today.
Right? The good news is the ads that we were looking over here on AdSense should eventually go up as a result of what we're doing here because it will drive traffic to the site. And then hopefully more people stumble across, content like this from this homepage. Yeah. So I need to speed up the load time for everything. So
that goes
all right. On to the project scope. Do we want to actually look at this since that was what we were going to talk about today?
Yeah, we can talk about this, go over it a little bit and stuff like that, and then see how we want to tackle it from there.
Cool. Alrighty, so this is where I started with ChatGPT. Okay. I have a project scope format document that I'm going to move this stuff into. Okay. But this output was version 1 that I cleaned up basically. Mm-hmm. So I really described the mobile application. I will refrain from reading it to you unless you want me to. But basically, I got down to describing the user authentications and permissions. Okay. Like who has access to do what within the app and what the various objects and services are or would need to be. So it says, and also describing the other requirements. It's an application, locally sourced food vendors, right? Farmers market customers, portal prices. There will be an app, geolocate pickup points. So it basically puts all of this together. Okay. And we end up over here. And it says, building Produce Matrix is both a progressive web app and a native mobile applications is a significant undertaking that requires careful planning, multidisciplinary team, robust infrastructure to support thousands of concurrent users. The estimates provided here are starting points, detailed planning, agile development practices, and continued testing essential to manage project risks, yada, yada, yada. So we've got customers, vendors, internal employees, and admins. Customers can browse vendors, view products, schedule pickups, make purchases, review and recommend vendors. Vendors can upload and edit product listings, manage pricing and inventory, view order history. Internal employees can manage breakages, assist with customer service, coordinate logistics. And then admins can access and manage entire application features, user accounts, results, disputes, and generate reports. But basically, all three of these people can also do everything that a customer does. So they can also be customers. So then we get to the core features. We've got a geolocation services feature. We've got an e-commerce functionality. We've got vendor management. We've got user reviews and recommendations. We've got admin dashboard, responsive web design requirements, and then we've got native app development requirements.
Okay.
So we've got a front end. So React is the progressive web app of choice these days.
Okay.
If we're gonna do, we could do Kotlin, which would be good for the Android, and then we would also need to do Swift or something for the iOS.
Okay.
Like it says. But there's Flutter, which does both Android and iOS in one. And then Austin, I think, does Swift. So Austin and Wade would get you this.
Okay.
I can get you this.
Okay.
I can get you this.
Okay.
I can get you this. Basically, Austin will need this and we'll build his own for this anyways.
Okay.
We can link up on this, and that's important.
Yep.
Matt Popple is how I would get you this,
okay.
which is needed to run all of these.
Yep.
Same with this.
Okay.
This would probably be Stripe or PayPal, like it says.
Okay.
This is probably Firebase and Google Analytics.
Okay.
So this is what it estimates the resources you need. It's probably a little over the top. You only need probably one UI, UX person. The project manager can be one of the engineers. You don't need this many engineers to get started, but you do need, these are 3 different engineers. That is really important to know.
Yeah.
That these engineers can usually be the same person. So this is one. And then you probably need 4 engineers, right? This is what I want to call out. But it could be 2 engineers. You just choose which one of these you build, and this is one of your engineers, and then this is the other one. Sometimes you can get someone who knows one of these and can do all of this, and you can get away with 1 engineer, but only with 1 platform. And usually they don't know how to manage multiple platforms. So this part is what breaks when they try to add more to it.
Yeah, it's like a quarterback learning a new offensive system.
Yep, exactly. But those are the trade-offs, and that's what's worth knowing. Anyways, this is what it was estimating you needed. And then customer support, these are just salespeople. Yes, you need them. Internal logistics people, delivery people. These are all the same person. You probably have someone who does a lot for the business in a bunch of different capacities. A Swiss Army knife, sort of.
Yeah.
Wears many hats. So you need a development, a staging environment, a version control system like GitHub. This is just normal stuff that you would have to do. That's not really super helpful. I think the fact that this is an 8 to 11 month project with all of those resources is pretty valid. It would probably, with all of those resources, be more like a Troy projection of a couple 100,000 based off this. You could pare it down, cut it down to be smaller. Now, based off this project scope, which is a pretty good outline of what you need, I asked it to give you an object systems diagram, which is what you would give to the back-end engineer. Like the blueprints to build all the database and the tables. So, how we said we have these users up here, all of these users and these features need to have different tables to store all the data. info about them. So that's what this diagram, it's not a diagram, it's a description of the diagram, because ChatGPT fought me on making a diagram, even though they used to make diagrams.
Because I think you did it before with one of the executive summaries or something like that.
Yeah, with the plugins, but they got rid of plugins and now
Really?
to do these GPTs, and it's like a huge, I don't know how to use them. I mean, like, I do know, like, I should learn how to use them. We should learn how to use them, but like,
Maybe we can do that on one of our episodes, that we can just get on here and just start messing with them and just start learning how to use them.
Yeah, we should do that next week for that episode, maybe.
Yeah, let's do that. Because
but
you just let me know. I didn't even know they took off plugins.
Yeah, they took off plugins like maybe a couple months ago, and like when they upgraded to the like app store or something.
Which we all knew was the ploy, because now they're gonna monetize people's apps, and then now they're gonna give you a little piece of the pie, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm getting paid for my GPT," but really, OpenAI is getting the vast majority of
basically getting a bunch of users to specialize, train a bunch of GPTs.
Yep.
We'll probably do it too and make a marketing GPT, right? So
sounds like a plan, especially for KC. I mean, basically, we're kind of already doing that with the app that we're going with the AI suggestion bot that we were going to have. Is basically going to be its own little personal GPT. So now what we could do is create
it will be a KC travel bot, basically.
Yeah, and we would just allow people to either connect to it for suggestions, or they could just use the website, which would be best for us, because then now they would just go to a website, throw in their stuff, answer the little questions, spits it out, rather than them going and having to put a whole prompt. Or maybe we can even make it to where they could prompt it too.
No, absolutely. And I'm sure we could make it so they could prompt it.
Yeah, and just leave like an open space and be like, "What do you want to do in KC?" And then it's gonna boom.
Yep. We'll have to put some filters on it, make sure, but yeah.
Exactly.
We'll have it only reference a pre-approved list, and that's what we'll do to keep it safe.
Yep.
Okay, so I was kind of hovering back up here to show you customers, vendors, internal employee, admins, to kind of then come back down here and reference back to it.
Okay.
So we've got the users. So those are the different types of users: customer, vendor, employee, admin, right? So customer has orders, vendor has products, employee manages issues, which is a function it has, and then admins oversee application, right? So this is kind of that role setting. And then there's a products table, and there's a product ID, a name, a description, a price, a quantity available, and a vendor ID. And so these are all of the facts that you would need to build this object, basically. And it belongs to a vendor, and it's included in an order, right? So an order, there's an order ID, a date, a customer ID, a total price, a pickup schedule. And it contains basically a list of products inside it in the order. That's what the included in the order means. And then so there's the order ID, date, customer ID, total price, pickup schedule, contains products associated with the customer, right?
Yeah.
So it just keeps going on and on and on. And it describes the way that the data is all linked together like a map, because when you create a vendor and it enables them to start to make products, and then all the products get associated with them, and this keeps track of what's available for sale on Produce Matrix.
Yeah.
And then this comes down here and describes the interactions between a customer and a product. Customers can browse products, add them to their cart, and purchase them. Customers can view vendor profiles, but what this does is this describes to the engineers what they need to build functionally.
I literally just had my meeting today, and this is what I got asked to get put together.
Cool. Well, I've got the first draft of this, and it's ready to go for you.
Yeah, no, like I literally had a meeting with Kevin today. He's like, "Yeah, you need to put this stuff together to where it's gonna kind of look." I was like, "Okay," and then just so happened that you had literally just been able to put all that stuff together. So, yeah, no, like I said,
It is what you asked me to do last week, though. So,
yeah. So
you were proactive on top of this. I'm just following up with the deliverable you asked for.
Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate that for sure. Cause then I got a meeting with Mark Thursday. No, yes, Thursday. So I'll talk to him, go over some
Well,
stuff.
I probably won't have time to clean it up too soon, so I'll just share it with you now so you can run with this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to share with you the Growbot scope so you can see what I was going to kind of change it to a little bit. And if you want, you can copy and paste this and then rechange this one to fit into that if you want.
Okay.
Because I don't know when I'll like if I have time to do it sooner, I'll let you know. But
Oh yeah, like I said, it's no biggie on because especially with that meeting, I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit down with, I'll sit down with Mark and then figure out, like I said, what things I need between now and that final date kind of thing,
cool.
And then just amongst the things that I do have, and then now between that time, we can set up a meeting and stuff like that to figure out how to best go about that stuff. But no, I think that's very doable.
This is what the Growbot scope looked like when it got all cleaned up. And so all of those objects that we were talking about over here, this is kind of how they get mapped on one level at some point.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Because you haven't, like I said, I think you did it with because I still have that other one from the last time that you did it, that web of diagram and stuff like that. It may be a little bit different. Another thing I was going to talk to you about too is that, so one thing I've noticed from the conversation I've had with these farmers is that Produce Matrix needs to basically be like a marketing and sales tool for them, because that's the most, I would say, I hate it's a strong word, but like from most of the farmers that I talked to over the last few weeks, stuff like that, they absolutely hate marketing and sales, but it's literally the Achilles heel to their business. And so what I want Produce Matrix on the farmer side of things to be is more or less kind of like what Amazon sellers is for Amazon businesses. Okay. But now you would get all that back end data analytics and stuff like that. And I have like a little thing that I can send over to you from ChatGPT and suggestions on what should be on the basic side of things for the vendor. But more or less, just from doing a lot of research, they would pay, and this is like from their mouths, that they would pay for an application that basically seamlessly takes care of that whole marketing and sales, being able to do push notifications, being able to put them on an email list and stuff, like capturing their emails, which will obviously be in orders and stuff like that.
But so you said we could do Growbot for small farmers?
Basically.
Okay.
Because what they need is they need all that information to be able to now on their own be able to send out on an email list or whatever it is, or within the app they can do that as well too. Because what I was going to think is that Produce Matrix will have its own email list and stuff. I mean,
that makes this like a little easier, because in many ways I'm already building out some of the data pipes you'll need.
Yeah, so that's where I was wanting to talk to you, because it's essentially they need those data points to be able to more strategically market to their customer, because a lot of these farmers don't have an ideal customer in their head, and they just say, oh, I just sell produce to everyone, which as we know, it's like you can't build an app for everyone, you can't sell produce to everyone, you can't make t-shirts for everyone. So allowing them to get the data and analytics that they can't get at farmers market, that most likely they don't get on their website, and then now being able to systemize all that within a one-stop shop is basically what it is. So, and like you said, since you're already getting all that data analytics, we figure out how, we can, like I said, whether it's putting Growbot into the back end or whatever it is, so that way you can pull from that information. I'm open to that as well, because at the end of the day, from the farmer side of things, they really just want something that allows them to just do farming. And then now I just take my stuff, put it on this app, and then amongst these multitude of ways, whether drop-off locations, come and pick up at my farm, pick up at the local farmers market, they want that to just be okay, I'm just going and doing that. I don't have to even think about exchanging money. I don't have to. They want it to just be so seamless to where it's like they can get back to focusing on farming. So that's what I think that I want the app to do, is that we need to create a seamless user experience on the farmer's side to where they can keep all their information, know their customer, know who's ideal. Like I said,
because the farmers will actually pay for the software, and then that's what fundamentally monetizes the marketplace on the other side.
Exactly, because for them,
that's the business model. No, like that's the key. Every investor needs to know how you make money, how you sustain the business. You're a SaaS company. You just happen to provide marketplace services.
Exactly. And so
it's a loss leaver.
Nice. Yeah, and that's why I think, like I said, that Playhouse, what you guys are already doing now, it's a because now every single one of these people are going to want on their own website ads and more SEO and more stuff like that. So then now it's literally a collaboration where I say, okay, hey, you can go right here to Playhouse and get everything you guys need, or Growbot, or whoever, like I said, whatever tool they may need at that point.
It's even bigger than that, dude. Do you remember that grocery list application that I won the hackathon with?
There you go.
Like, we can basically create smart wallets for moms to do grocery lists, right? Yeah. Then put our own ads for the farmers market brands inside of the grocery list, at least here in Kansas City. Mm-hmm. I can do the grocery list ads with my business partner that I used to work for, like that old CEO. Yep. And so we've got the consumer wallet. You've got Produce Matrix, which is where they're going to buy all the produce, but it's the farmer's wallet.
Yep.
Yeah,
bro. And then if we can figure out a way to be able to seamlessly integrate the two.
Well, that's how they would, because like they would all be sharing on the blockchain, basically. Like it'd be all
you'd have to connect your wallet across.
Right.
Oh, shit.
So basically, farmers is like the AI system, or Produce Matrix is the AI system for farmers, but consumers go to shop there for fresh produce. Like that's where they go to. They go to the Produce Matrix.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And the Produce Matrix is this really fair share collective of farmers that, get a software tool that just does it for them.
Yep.
And they can focus on farming.
Yep. Exactly.
And you get cheap, good prices without any of this regulation, chemical BSery or whatever.
Exactly. Because then now it's like we're just charging them for essentially, like what you said, a SaaS tool.
Right. And so you get a free profile to sell from with free tools. You can get a premium profile, or you can get a white label profile and have a bunch of employees working on it,
Exactly. So the higher tier that you go, I think that, like you said, it's like, damn, now it changes my price.
That's our Playhouse resale model.
Yeah.
Like where you just like basically get recurring commissions for signing up the farmers. And
yeah. Because then now it's like you said, it's just like, I'd be like, hey, would you want more employees? Sure. Playhouse has them for you. So then now we just figure out what the cost is. We just aggregate that through, and then boom. And so now it's just literally because that was my process. Thought process was like, okay, I just keep on hearing marketing and advertising are the two biggest problems. Well, I just happen to be working with a marketing and advertising agency that literally is just looking for people. So now it's like we can run an event, right? Produce Matrix and Playhouse runs an event that says, hey, the two biggest things right now that are hindering your business is marketing and advertising. You guys just want to farm. How many, like I said, just asking, how many of you guys just want to farm and just that's it? Most people are going to raise their hand. So then now it's like, what if we provided a tool for you that took away the marketing, the sales, all the things that you have to hire somebody for, and we put it in a box or an app in this case and charge it a subscription fee. Or like I said, you can do the free part, try it out, but you're going to want the SEO, you're going to want the data analytics, you're going to want all these things that allows you to be a better farmer strategically. That's what you're paying for.
We have to help people recognize that their office is now online and their back office is now a database.
Yep, exactly. Everything, all your file cabinet, everything that you have on every business, it's all in it's in a server. It's not there's no file cabinet anymore. It's in a server base in a room that you probably don't go to.
Yep. And that's why Playhouse is your front door and your back room.
Exactly.
Your back office.
Yeah, bro. I think that's because then now, okay, so perfect example. So I'm supposed to have the puppy event. Let's do this. Let's partner up. We put Playhouse, Produce Matrix. I'm gonna go talk to Casey Pet Project and a couple other shelters. I'll go see who's open and interested.
We'll figure out what day this works on, and like unless you have a date in mind, and then I can also donate some money as a sponsor for the event, and then we'll do that.
Bet. We can definitely do that because then what we'll do is we'll just have just a couple vendors, or in this case, maybe we can have, even if it's just one, just somebody that's just selling produce or whatever it may be. Maybe we can have like some little, vegan.
We should invite Flavor.
Yep, I'll have Flavor there.
And I can't think of who else. Maybe Mighty Bites and
there's some other people. I'm trying to think who else.
But yeah,
I know a vegan. I know a vegan restaurant, but I just don't know what they are in a matter of like showing up and stuff like that. But yeah, we can definitely figure that out. But yeah, so then now it'll just basically be like I said, the puppies, the produce, and then now we'll just have, like I said, scan this QR code. Would you be interested? Blah 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 blah. And then now we can obviously schedule another event where I think that maybe we even do like a sessions where it's like, hey, marketing and advertising is the biggest issue for farmers right now. How do we solve this issue? Because as we're getting more and more digital, these farmers they're not allowed to be just farmers anymore. You have to be a marketing and advertising specialist as well to be able to thrive.
Seriously, that's everyone's dilemma today. You need to be a data scientist, a digital marketer, and everything.
And an entrepreneur all in one boat. So, I think that, again, this is why I think that's probably the most ideal, partnership is because of the fact that, I just was like, okay, why are these other apps not working? Well, it's because they're really not solving the problem of the farmer. They just constantly keep on trying to figure out how I can get money from the user. So now it's like if you build the back end that a farmer can get every tool they need, inventory, do pre-sales, drop off locations, or all this other stuff, they'll pay $40, $50, $100 a month to use that app. I think it's like, because basically it's like you're paying $100 a month, or you could pay somebody in marketing and advertising to do a couple $1,000. Because it's like, then now it's like most of them see, and this is, I think that it's just a understanding of where we're kind of going, just kind of how, to wrap things up. But it's like most people see spending a bunch of money, and this is probably even in the farmer's concept. They see spending a bunch of money on technology. They don't see the value in it. Not knowing that, one, you spending that money is going to save you so much more time because you're going to be able to strategically know who you need to sell to. And like I said, I'm preaching to the choir, somebody that knows about how it costs you less money if you know who exactly to switch your stuff out to. That's the whole premise of Playhouse, is that don't waste your money trying to throw your money at everybody. Not everybody wants your stuff. You need to figure out the data and analytics to know who the hell your ideal customer is. And then once you know that, you can strategically place ads wherever they're at. And as I'm learning, and like I said, man, I appreciate your help throughout this process. Is like, because I'm building as a first-time entrepreneur, and it's at such a crazy time where before, business owners never had ChatGPT and AI literally changing every single month and changing everything in business. We're in a time that like building a business is probably like you have to be more adaptable than ever.
I mean, if not, like, you're competing against people who can do it all in some ways, because the AI tools compensate for where they would normally have to spend time learning a skill set.
Exactly. And we're at a space where if you literally ask the right questions, holy shit, did this just come up just now?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to show you too. Is
let me stop talking. Hold on. Let me stop talking. You just put up some magic, and I looked and I was like, hold on, Produce Matrix. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, hold on, man.
So for one thing, you know how I was saying like I was scared to try some of the GPTs or whatever?
Yeah.
Not scared, but like lazy, I guess.
Yeah.
So I took basically that output, which I probably need to clean up some, and I gave it to Whimsical Diagrams, and it just created its own diagram as a flowchart. But it makes sense. Basically, here's customer, and here's all the functions customers can do. They can browse products, they can view profile and products, they can add to cart and purchase, and they can leave a review for a product. And you can see how it's related. Here it says customer browse product, and here's product on the product line, and then there's customer view profile and products.
Bro,
okay, they would be doing that on the vendor. The vendor has, a profile and products, and then the customer can add to cart and purchase, and that becomes a part of their order. So that makes sense why those two are connected, right? And then we've got the leave a review for a product, and it goes to the review table. Now, the review table isn't connected to a product other than by this customer. So that's like a shortcoming of this. But we can intuit that basically from this diagram that they're connected. And then you can see that a vendor can upload and manage listings of a product, and that's that connection. And then a product, an order contains a product, and you see that point being there. An order can select a pickup point.
Bro, this is again, bro. It's like I was sitting here just a couple seconds while I was over here blabbering around. You didn't came up with a whole diagram. Again, this is the reason why Yumi and ChatGPT is here. While one person's fucking around and talking about shit, somebody can actually be getting work done and be like, "Oh yeah, you done, bro? Yeah, so I just finished this up." You know what I mean? Like something that would have took me 2 hours before. Like, bro.
No, I know. Same. It would have taken me 2 hours also. This isn't how I would have done it. I'm gonna try to ask for a different diagram. But for like a first draft, like you just need to get something on paper to have conversation. It's done.
Yeah, because like I can go into the meeting with Mark and be like, "This is basically how it looked like." Like I can be like, "This is what we wanted it to look like," and go from there, bro. And that's whimsical diagrams.
Yeah,
bro. What the fuck? You know what? You know what really kind of just like rattles my brain, bro. And like I said, we're at the end of this stuff. There's people out there right now, and I'm all for hard work. I'm all for doing your stuff yourself, but. Bro, we're sitting here in a time, there are there are teams of people currently at organizations, businesses, that are teetering and pitter-pattering right now, trying to put together a diagram and all this scope work and everything that we just did. That literally now, if you just have like you said, you have your expertise, you can be able to clean it up and do everything you need to do. And now you got everything done in less than 85% of the time that it would have took a whole team of people to do.
Yeah. And you and I did it together
in an hour. And honestly, we spent probably about 45 minutes of this conversation just talking. So maybe 15 minutes of actual like practical work. And just like that, 2 documents, a diagram, very clear understanding of what's next. Like, again, this is one of the reasons why I could.
We launched an ad campaign live. We showed people AdSense.
See, look, we did so much stuff on this thing that it may not even be just ChatGPT related. It's like people need to see the process, and I think that this is what Yumi and ChatGPT is about. It may just be only just about people see just the ChatGPT part, but it's like one thing I like about being on here with you is that you show the inner workings of websites, you show the back end of ads, you show all these things that, like, for me. Again, I understand it because I'm in the tech space, but there's people that in the small business, they scoff at these prices when especially it comes to website development, landing pages, and all this other stuff. And they're like, oh my God, that's so much. But it's like, if I sat you down, and maybe that's something that I think that would be great. Mm-hmm. And most people will pay you your check and never ask again. Put them on a live call and walk them through the process. It's like you can sit here with me and I'll show you. We haven't even touched where it gets to where we put your logo and shit. We just had to get the basic template.
It depends which process are we starting with. Building you a website, launching you on Facebook, launching you on Google. Are we building an email campaign for you? Are we doing a text campaign? Are we building a data warehouse? These are all different things,
all different things that take multiple times a week, whole bunch of expertise. And that's why, like, especially for small businesses, and I think this is the thing that they need to get out of their own way, It's our understanding of what spending money is. Like, if I'm spending money on my website or my SEO packages and all these other things, I'm not spending money. I'm investing in my business. So that's one thing I think that, especially for,
it's digital real estate. I have to give a shout out here to Brooke Styroff from Walk On Holdings. He's the first person I ever heard describe digital real estate so clearly for me. And he's like, he's an ex real estate guy who's now moving into having a portfolio of digital assets, you know?
Bro, it's because we're going into a digital space where you have to mark your digital territory.
Yeah.
And the same way you would want what was the old security? ADT. You would want ADT sitting outside a little sign. You want a little sign that tells you, hey, I got security. Exactly. So that way people know, it's like, oh, okay, this person's information isn't out there willy-nilly. I know that I have to go through a bunch of hoops to get through. Now it's like, okay, there's no point in me even trying to do anything scammy on here because it's going to take too much effort. And that's what it's starting to move into the digital space, is that what we're seeing is the movement of how we did things in the analog space. It's starting to happen now in the digital space, where people now, like I said, Social Security, domain names is probably one of the biggest things right now. It's the same thing as branding. If you could get Nike.com, you was a happy person. Now, if you can get Nike.soul, they might need a Solana wallet here soon. You know what I mean?
Speaking of, just because better be safe than sorry, let's go check and see if it's available.
See if you scoop it up, right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I need to go and buy some domains, bro. I'm about to go buy me some domains, bro.
Nike.soul, here's someone owns it. It's a rare domain.
Oh yeah, I can figure that. They only own 3. They're just holding that for that.
It's not even worth that much.
I buy it.
I know. They're gonna be good. Who else? Yeah, they're expensive, big brands worth trying to buy that are maybe obscure.
McDonald's? I feel like somebody thought that.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying to think. What about Peloton.soul? Oh.
Thinking it might be available.
Oh.
It's available for 53 soul.
Fuck that. They'll probably be out of business by then.
Right? I was like, yeah, no, that's a couple thousand.
53 soul? Hell no, man. We are in degen pockets. Like, hell, 53 soul? That's like what? 5 bands?
Yeah, it's $5,000.
Yeah, fuck that. No, hell no.
I was like, I'm fine with my wallet.
Yeah, I'm good. Right now, I need to go. I'm about to go buy some soul domains, because I ain't trying to buy no ETH domains because them shit's high. Too damn expensive. Shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this later. But these are the souls I have. I wish I didn't buy a .eth.
I bought some .eth before, but then I was like, bruh, I wasted the money. And I was like, yeah, never again. Fuck that, bro. Because I spend more on gas fees than I did on the domain, and that's when I stopped. I was like, bro, this is stupid. And it's the same thing that most people are gonna realize when you buy an NFT and then the gas fees cost more than the NFT. You're gonna be like, this is taxes all over again.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm on Solana.
Like, bro, I'm just like, yeah, bro. I'm. That's why I really haven't bought anything on ETH again since. I'm just gonna be 100% honest.
It's gonna continue to just get more and more expensive. Like, I don't know what they think. Anyway,
I mean, they say they're moving to proof of stake and all that other stuff. So, I mean, we'll see, bro.
They said they were moving to proof of stake in 2017.
Bro, hey, it sounds like a bunch of empty politician promises again, and Ethereum is just the politician blockchain.
It continues to prove my point. blockchains don't upgrade, they die. They're outcompeted and they die. Solana will die one day too. Something faster, more secure will come along. Yep. But today, Solana is that bitch.
And that's why it's such a great thing to be in a decentralized internet, because when it does decide that it doesn't want to adapt and is slowly dying, we can be able to pull our information and go to the thing that we want to without having to be like, oh, well, I got to start all over.
Exactly. The only thing that's probably not going to die is Bitcoin.
Yeah. It's just going to be the underlying layer. That's it.
Well, yeah, or also just game theory. It's like basically we're both going to choose to hold because the price goes up.
That's it.
Right? That's it. Some like no one's going to choose to sell because selling will make the price go down and then I lose ultimately. Like even if I win,
I lose.
If I don't sell it all right away, then I lose. And like what's going to make it keep going down if it keeps going up? So like there's not like that you'd have to coordinate enough people to sell for Bitcoin to lose. And so Bitcoin will never lose.
Yeah, and like you said, it's like that's getting people to coordinatedly agree, which we know as humans never happens.
Yeah. No, basically people are just going to continue to argue and say that Bitcoin is valuable, and it will be. Ethereum, who knows? It might still be somewhat valuable, but it won't be useful.
Yeah, especially when there are other faster chains and things like that.
Right.
Because you'll be like, why am I paying gas fees when I can go and do the same thing on a place where I don't pay gas fees at all?
It's like paying to go to the museum. Sure, you might do it every once in a while, but you're not really going to do it that often.
That might be one of the best analogies I've heard in a long time, because like I would only pay to go to a museum that I really, really, really want to, and I gotta be like on vacation. Whereas
Ethereum, you're gonna go check out some ETH NFTs in Miami one day. Like that's where the physical Ethereum blockchain museum will live.
But on a Sol, or Sol or XRP or whatever blockchain it ends up being on, it's like it's gonna be digital. It's gonna be seamless. I can be able to view it from my house or whatever it is. And you'll go to maybe the physical one every once in a while, but it's like, sure. If I want to.
So yeah, no, I mean it'll be digital for sure, but obviously it'll be expensive like a museum. So.
Yeah. Maybe the next Mona Lisa will be in ETH because it'll be inexpensive and nobody wants to buy it off of the other person for gas fees, bro. That's what
I mean, for sure, it's probably a Beeple.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That man's made so much money. But all right, bro, we out of here. Another You Me ChatGPT. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out here just figuring things out. As you saw, Connor's here just teaching me stuff. Like I said, plugins are no longer on ChatGPT. The little mini chat bots are going to be the new thing. It's basically the new app store. That's what OpenAI is trying to do. They're probably, right now it's free. They'll probably move to paid ones here soon down the road.
Well, sure, but like I can only access them through my paid account. So if you don't have a paid Yumi or Yumi and ChatGPT account, anyways,
bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I say that same shit. I don't even say ChatGPT. I'll be like, yeah, I just got on Yumi Chat. I was like, God damn, no, I just got on ChatGPT. I was just like,
it rolls off the tongue good.
I'm telling you, man. ChatGPT at some point is going to have to come to us and be like, hey, how can we sponsor it? Because you guys are using this in innovative ways that nobody else is doing it.
Yeah. And then I'm also going to be like, fuck you, Sam Altman. No way.
I'll be like, Sam, if you give us a seat at the table, we can maybe talk.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm like, I'm going to just use the fact that you approached us as an offer and then go to the other guys and be like, all right, Sama wants us. So what are you going to pay to take us instead?
Yeah, I'm going straight to Tim Cook. What you got? He offered us $1 trillion out of the $7 trillion fund he's trying to get for microchips. What do you got?
Yeah. That's the other evil empire. Are you choosing Apple or are you choosing Microsoft?
Bro, at this point, I don't know.
I mean, I truthfully trust Apple more, but still.
Man, bro, somebody needs to bring back BlackBerry, man. That's when we could trust people.
Google, this is not an invitation for you to go and bring back BlackBerry. Just to clarify, Google, you are also a dinosaur that needs to go to slumber.
We're seeing that, man. But all right, bro, another good one, and then hey, go ahead.
See you in a little bit.
See you in a bit, and then like I said, hey, go like and subscribe on the campaign because it's up and live, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys later.
Yeah, peace. No, this is awesome.